Hello everybody, Andy here again. Well, I thought I'd do a hopefully quick vlog about my experiences at this event yesterday. Beatles Day 10, where I was the whole of yesterday. I got there to the event just before 9 o'clock in the morning, and I left about midnight last night, and I was on my feet for most of that time, and in the process I took 2 whole tapes worth of footage. For those of you who don't know, it's a charity event for Macmillan Cancer Support, who are a cancer charity here in the UK, and the money goes to the East Sussex area, which is where I'm in, and a whole day devoted to Beatles or Beatles related music. As I said, it starts about midday, so we had about 11 hours or so worth of actual music on 2 different stages in the theatre, which you may well have seen before. And last night we actually, the record amount of money raised before on the day was last year, when we managed to raise £11,500. Well, yesterday we raised over £13,500, so obviously that's a record amount. That will probably go up to around about the 14,000 mark because of other money that's calculated, and money that people have put into buckets and tins and this sort of thing, which it can't necessarily be calculated so easily on the day. They sold out the t-shirts. It was a great day. Apparently they had as many people, if not more, through the door than ever, and this is in the times of a global recession. Maybe people need something like that, because this was the 11th event. I think it was the 6th one that I've been involved with, and I think maybe people need something like that, something they can go out and enjoy themselves, maybe have a few drinks, have a dance, which people were doing, and the place was absolutely packed. And what a great day it was. I feel absolutely exhausted still today. My legs ached. I mean, I'm a reasonably fit person, you know, I do a bit of running and all that sort of thing, as I've said before, but I got home last night and my legs were absolutely killing me. My calves, I was laying in bed, I couldn't even get to sleep because my calf muscles were actually aching and sort of throbbing. Luckily they're not so bad today, but I can feel it in my back and my leg. I'm talking to someone via the internet earlier on. They said, "Do you ache as much as I do?" Yes, I do, because when the event's finished you have to go around taking down banners and posters and sorting a few bits and pieces out. But I'm not moaning at all, because apart from the sort of twittering with people earlier and saying it's great to raise that money, but it's great to raise it and actually enjoy doing it as well. I'm very, very fortunate, in as much as I was asked to get involved with this event a few years ago, after I'd actually been to 2 or 3 of them before, so I'd always enjoyed the event, and having been asked to get involved, I do sort of announcing, MCing, comparing, whatever you want to call it, up on the stage, and also help out sorting out the acts and getting the people in the right place and helping out on stage and all that, this sort of thing, just generally assisting wherever you want to. And of course I now do the videoing as well, which I've been asked to do as much as I can. Obviously it's not a professional thing, it's just a record of the event, I suppose, get some sort of flavour of it. But from my point of view, it's great to be able to sit there, having been a sort of a musician myself years and years ago, and have a great appreciation of music, a great appreciation of the Beatles as well. But I don't think that matters particularly. We all know the Beatles songs, whether it be young kids, whether it be of the older generation, and that's one of the great things about that particular event. There are kids there, from literally young kids, 5, 6 years old, up 10 years old, right up to guys who was there in the 60s, who are now in their 60s, who are still coming back year after year, playing their interpretations of the songs. And if you've seen any of the videos that I've put up in previous years, and you watch any of the ones that will be coming whenever I get round to editing them this year, you'll see the great diversity of styles of music that people interpret these songs in, whether it be straight sort of straight ahead interpretation, just basically sort of real loyal to what the originals were, or whether they interpret them in different ways. We had a stage school yesterday with 60 odd pupils on there doing like a dance routine and singing to these, you know, the Beatles songs as well, with the costumes and all that. We had swing bands, we had jazz bands, blues bands, young girl rock bands, we had kids, as I said, we had violins, we had a ukulele orchestra, we had just a cappella people, acoustic guitars, the whole range of music, everybody interpreting it in their different styles. And that is one of the great things. We get a great audience reaction. We had a brilliant audience there yesterday, and they appreciate that. I think there's real diversity. But another thing that comes across, because the vast majority of the musicians that do this come from the local area, the local Hastings area. There's a few that come in from outside because they enjoy it so much, they want to be a part of it, and some of the audience are the same as well. But we've got such a wealth of talent in this area, as I said, right across the board, all different types of musical styles and ages, etc. as well. And it's a real privilege to be able to stand on the side of the stage and watch these people close up. There are certain people that I've watched throughout the years, certain performances that stick in my mind, and thankfully I've got some of them on tape as well. And I was talking to people yesterday, mixing with the musicians, talking with the musicians, getting to know the guys and the girls up there, and just standing there and literally just watching them. And some of the people yesterday just sort of blew me away, as they do every single year, just watching them and seeing how they play, whether they be vocalists. There's a girl vocalist who plays every year who's absolutely stunning. She's only one of many, but one that really sticks into my mind. Bass player there yesterday, a guy who used to play with Steve Marriott, in the band of a guy I know, and he was brilliant. He was playing along, and I had a conversation with somebody else about, while we were watching this particular, Jim Leverston, I think his name's, and he's such a good player. And one of the guys said they were having a conversation away from the stage, couldn't see him, and the other guys just stopped and said, "Who's playing the bass on that?" Because they just recognised it was such a good style, just a really good player. And watching the drummers, the keyboard players, the whole lot. And as I said, it's apart from it being a privilege to be able to be involved in an event that raises that amount of money for a very important cause, it's also great for me to be able to stand there and a privilege, as I said, to stand by the side of the stage and watch these great musicians have fun and watch them play and watch them close at hand, which is something that a lot of other people don't get to do. They can see it from another angle out the front, which is sometimes a good way to watch it as well and get the crowd side of it. Anyway, I just wanted to put that up there. Just a little recap. I don't usually do a vlog about this, but I just felt that I wanted to say something along those lines about what a great day it is. Whether it'll be another one, whether there'll be a Beatles Day 11, we're not sure. The guy who arranges it said there probably wasn't going to be another one, but talking to him afterwards, he said, well, I don't know. It's become such an event, such a highlight of the sort of Hastings calendar, and they're getting more and more successful every single year. It's a hard event to put on. I only have a very small part of that, but it's a great event to be involved in. There's a good team of people, a good load of musicians getting new people in every year. Everybody enjoys it, the crowd enjoys it, and we raise lots of money for charity, so that's not bad. A good day. It's a tiring day and you sit down and you think, oh dear, I'm glad that's over in some ways, but I wouldn't miss it for the world. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.